Dr. McLaughlin has a great impact on his students, both professionally and personally. Professionally, his students have gone on into music. They've gone into professional orchestras and bands and sought professional opportunities. Their alumni come back year after year. As a supervisor, we host an alumni time to talk about their experiences here and how we can improve on our curriculum here at West Milford. One of the things that I consistently hear from alumni is how Dr. McIntyre in particular has made an influence on them in terms of their discipline, in terms of their focus, in terms of teaching them how to put a lot of time and effort into something that requires more energy and the satisfaction of a job well done. Personally, he's a very caring person. His students go to him almost as a father figure. You can see him often having conversations with students and being a support to them. Over the years, there have been some tragic events here where students have found themselves with losing parents or siblings, and Dr. McLaughlin has been in the middle of all of that, assisting and supporting the family and just carrying on as not just as a teacher would, but as a trusted friend and as an adult in their life that cares about them and wants to see them reach their full potential. The Highlander Band, under the direction of Dr. McLaughlin, really does consider themselves ambassadors to the community. They do numerous community performances, not just here at the school, but throughout the community. At holiday time, they'll actually go out and play holiday music in many venues, either as a small group or as the entire band. They do a senior citizen program at the local senior citizen location where they'll give an entire program to them. We also participate in the Memorial Day ceremony and parade each year. We have a wonderful bagpipe line, the Highlander Pipes and Drums, and they are often the representatives of the Highlander Band, as they'll show up at softball events, they'll lead the parade for Little League, they'll show up at the civic functions throughout the community. In addition to that, there's numerous school functions, pep rallies, football games, etc. One of the interesting things, if you come to a West Milford football game and you want to buy a hot dog, the third quarter is probably not a good choice because most people will stay in the stands to watch the band at halftime and then go get a hot dog during the third quarter. And it's kind of an interesting phenomenon and a wonderful testament to their how well they're appreciated in the community. We've also done parades for the Polish Pulaski Parade in New York City, the St. Patrick's Day Parade we are participating in each year, and it's fun to be in New York City, marching down Fifth Avenue and seeing a contingent of black and gold that have traveled all the way from West Milford, and even many times a contingent of people that are in New York City but recognize West Milford as one of the bands they see year after year, and how they look forward to our being a participant in that parade. So through the many events throughout the year, from beginning in late August, early September, throughout into June, through graduation, the Highlander Band is always giving of itself to its school and to its community. I think that Dr. McLaughlin's most significant contribution to the field of music education is in his classroom itself. Dr. McLaughlin runs his classroom, I kind of tease him as almost a mad scientist. He's got this great laboratory of instruments and students, of human resources, of the musical resources, and as he runs through a rehearsal, he uses those resources to experiment with music. And so students don't get into any kind of a rote feel for how music is done. It is all on the fly. It's all learning. It's all aesthetics. It's all about the things that come together in that performance. And it's a wonderful thing to watch. I've seen him tinker in the middle of a piece in a rehearsal and say, all right, I like the way you did that, but let's try it this way. And then the students learn how to do that kind of musical interpretation. I think that has been a really significant contribution. It's really emblematic, I think, too, of his experience and of his desire to mentor young teachers as well as young students. We have a young teaching staff here that assist in various ways, either through marching band or in the lower bands in the elementary school and in the middle school. And Dr. McLaughlin is seen as someone that can come into the rehearsal and give some advice and thoughts that is meaningful and helpful, and the students look forward to his input on their efforts. Dr. McLaughlin has shown his commitment to the broader cause of music education in many ways, but let's start here locally in West Milford. In the last couple of years, we've started a petting zoo in which he and the other high school band director have agreed to participate, where we actually go down into the elementary schools with the middle school and high school staff and help the students get a feel for what instrument would be their best choice. We let them play them, touch them, feel them, get a sense of what exactly would be the right instrument for them to play. We've seen that our students, in the last couple of years that we've been doing this, we have fewer students switching instruments, we've also had fewer students drop because they get frustrated because they're trying to play the wrong instrument. And this has really been a wonderful piece to our recruitment process and our building process with our program. We're looking forward to seeing how it plays out in the coming years.